Hi guys, before the video starts, I just want to give you guys a quick tip. So, before this video starts, you want to go to your palette, and then you want to go settings, and you want to make sure your rotation snap is at 15 and your position snap is at 1. And also make sure this is what it is. Tube size, 2, tube radiation, 100, and drag scale, small, and tube facets. I don't know how to do that. 6. But yeah, that's all you need to do for this. So yeah, let's get right into the video. Hi guys, Wolfy. Today I will be showing you guys on what I've been working on. I may make this into an invention or I may make a game about it. So let's check it out. I'm also going to be finishing this bunny in this video. Took me about half an hour more. This just took about 3 minutes, and this whole piece here took about half an hour to think of the design of how I was gonna do it. I'm gonna also make it so it kind of goes into Wizard Bonnie. I'm not that good at making FNAF animatronics, but this is my first actually one like that. And this Foxy that I just spawned in, this took about an hour or more to make. If I get rid of all this, this is just like, you can look inside, but it's really nothing special. So let's continue with this. All we need to do now is add those little tiny, what would you call them? They're like tiny little cylinders, kinda like this, but then they have like red dots as seen on games. I may make a help wanted version of this, and I will let you guys know when I've made more of these. Just to make sure it's lined up, I'll bring this back down, and it is lined up really good. Oh wait, that wasn't lined up properly. There we go. That is lined up very good. Alright, now all we need to do here is add a little bit more of a layer, like this, and let's move it across, just like that. Then what we need to do is get a neon color of red, and then get another cylinder and put it here, but make it a bit bigger, like that. Now, let me check if I have a setting on. I turn uninformed shapes off so I don't get anything bigger than this, and it's a bit more easier. So now that we got that, let's move this like this. Now let's clone it over to here. Now, if it will look like this. If I move this head down and turn grid back on, it looks like this. It looks a bit wonky now, but I'll fix it later. I'll probably bring that bit up a bit. So let's go to edit and edit this, and go ahead and manipulate that a bit more. That looks good. So now if I turn it into dark mode, whatever it's called, nighttime, it looks like this, and they kind of follow you. It would be good for a horror game, so I'll think of one to make. I'll keep it on this just for the nice color. Alright, so now what we want to do, well guys, next time I'll be showing you guys how to make this, or making the actual body. I will make an actual proper land where I can actually make this stuff. So now all we need to do is the eyes. So let me get a Bonnie in here quickly. Let's see, is there any Bonnie? There's this Bonnie. It's just to get the proper color of the eyes, but the color of the actual Bonnie is wrong. The help wanted color, I think, is blue, dark blue and white. So if I grab one of the eyes and eyelids if you want, Well, here, it's more of like a pink and red color. So we're going to do based off of squares. So let's go ahead and do that. So we also have to make sure it actually fits in there. So you can kind of like pull it out and pull it back in. Put it back in and pull it out, yeah. I think we're gonna just turn grid off for a second. Move it across a bit so then it has just a tiny bit of space. There we go. Now, let's put grid on, move it out. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna get the color of it. So it looks like there is a, let's have a look actually. Let's try and match the colors. It looks like this red is on the bottom. And then pink is on the top. That wasn't pink, it's more of an orange color. It's a topaz. Now we want to get a black outline for the entire thing. So let's go ahead and do a black outline. Now let's add that little black circle, but we're gonna add a little square. I'll move it in the center in a second. I'll just do it like this, and then I need to add that white little dot. Let's just do this. Alright, now that we got all that sorted, we just need to make sure everything's okay to put in like their spot. So now let's move all this. Did I separate it? I did. That was my fault. I didn't mean to do that. Now let's go ahead and get the eye color, like the entire middle of the eye. Now let's size it down so it actually can fit on the eye. Let's go ahead and fit it on there, like that. Now let's unselect it all and move the, I think it's iris, I'm not too sure. Let's move the iris, I think it's called, into the middle. Let's add that little glowing dot. But for us, it will be a little tiny block. So let's go ahead and make this tiny. And then let's put it in there. Let's try to get it as perfect as possible. Alright. So now, let's go ahead and move it out a bit. It's going to be in the middle, so... There we go. Now we want to add a little white dot for us. It will be a square, obviously, right there. So let's go ahead and do that. There's the square. Let's go like this. And let's go ahead and add the square just there like this. As you can see, I'm going to manipulate it so it kind of fits in the area. There we go. Now, as you can see, we got the eyeball done. Now all we need to do is move the eye in and put it on the other side. As you see now, it goes in perfectly. Then all we want to do is go clone, and you want to click this button, and then go move and move it across as far as you want. As you can see, that's what my bunny looks like right now. I'm not too sure if Bonnie has eyebrows, but I'm making it look more of a wizard, so it can look withered when you take the face off. So let's go ahead and have a look at the other bunny that I spawned in earlier. I should probably keep him in. So let's grab this bunny. So he does not have any eyebrows, but one big problem is, right, he doesn't have any eyelids. So let's try and make an eyelid for him. It's going to be all square, so it will be a bit easier. Let's go cube, make it a bit shiny, there. So now let's turn on grid, and let's go ahead and do that quickly. Now let's go here and make it look better. Now let's move this in a bit, like that, move down, move this down, Make sure it's not too down though. Now all you want to do is move them in so it at least sticks out a tiny bit. So now it will look like this. But what you want to do is kind of make it look like a square. So try to make this look like a square as much as possible. And there we go. We've done the eyelid. Now let's just go quickly return this back to the other person's bunny that they made. Alright. Now this will fit over almost the entire eye. So let's go scale it down a bit. Now let's see if it'll fit on our eye that we made. It won't, so let's size it up a bit, and if this doesn't work, we're gonna have to try and do something to the thing. So as you can see, it doesn't really fit. But what the other person's looks like, it's a bit more squished down. So what I suggest doing is select everything, and if this works, you wanna go scale and go down like that. As you can see, it'll kind of lower everything, and yeah, it kind of look like that, but a bit wider, like that. So now let's give it a try. As you can see, now it works. So I think that looks good. Let's just kind of put it in spot. There we go. Now let's move it on to the next one. There you go. Now we're done the eyelids. Yeah. Now we're gonna have to do the ears, but let's look what it looks like. So if I was playing Help Wanted, what it would look like, we have to get rid of, isn't like, the eyelids and the eyes are normally connected, but we don't want to connect them together. So not like both of the eyes together. What you want to do, we'll go to your makeup pen, go select the eyeball and the eyelid. Then you see these three little dots, you want to click them and go merge shapes. And that will be merged so all that is stuck together. And just repeat that to the other one. And then make sure this is what it looks like. So say if I was going to do something like that, I'm going to have my makeup pen out just so I can undo it. And then I'll have to edit it so this kind of looks like Withered Bonnie. Not too sure what Withered Bonnie looks like because I haven't really seen him in game. But we're going to do that later on, making this look like Withered Bonnie when this is off. So what we're really focused on doing now is the ears. So let's grab this Bonnie's ear, top ear, and bottom. So we're going to have to repeat this 2 times. But pretty easy because I'll show you guys a little trick at the end. So what you want to do, we don't want to do this style since we're going to only use blocks. Let's start off with the ear and then we'll do that last. So let's go materials, go dirt, and then go dark blue. And then what I do to actually get that shape, you want to go a bit like this. And it's, here, let me turn my grid on so you guys can actually see. I wish RecRoom had like a grid where you can kind of like see. So yeah, I'll keep show pivot on. So now what we do, you want to scale down by holding down X and O. So pull together to go big and pull outwards to go small. Now all you want to do, just go ahead and make a tiny little shape like this. It's 2 by 5. Now all you want to do is turn it just a slight bit like this. And then you want to go clone and click this little button here. So it kind of changes its shapes. But not shapes, but area. Now you want to clone this bit here. And then try and make it as perfect like that. Let me get rid of that. Like that kind of. We'll fix it later on. Then you want to go clone and move it across. So it kind of fits like that. Then go manipulate and move it up until you want to stop moving it up. Then you want to go clone, but first, before you go clone, go select all those bottom bits, and then go clone and click this so it goes upside down like that. And then the ear will look like this, but it needs to be a bit wider, of course. Bonnie is a bunny after all, so we're going to need the ear to be big as a bunny. So let's move this up. And there we go. You're done 1/2 of the ear, just that. as you can see, it's nearly perfect to their one. So what we're gonna have to do is gonna have to do the whole back of it, but we don't want to make it round because that would be a bit difficult. If you do, you figure out your way. Otherwise, I'll show you guys now. So what I'll do, I'll go cube, and then I'll go ahead and go like this, outline the entire back. And since we're only going to be using cubes, you can do something like this. So then it's kind of like a cube-ish round, because this is all meant to be cubes. Alright, and then when I'm done doing this, all we're going to have to do is something real quick. Alright, so now let's go ahead and move this up so it's kind of like that, and it looks kind of rounded. Alright, now how to cover up the top, you're probably saying. Let's just get a tiny bit and go like that. Just a little line. And do the same for the bottom, but not really a line, just a bit of that. Then you want to turn grid off and go manipulate. And go ahead and do that. So it kind of looks like that. And it looks a bit more rounder. Try to move them together. Not so they're really like glitching out. Right, there we go. Now that we've done the back side of the ear, it will look like this. Now all we need to do is fill this one out. So all you want to do is you want to choose, let me check. I think it is white. You know what, guys? I'm going to keep it here for now. I'll show you guys in the next video. Let me show you guys something quickly. You want to go details, favorite room, so it's in your favorite, and save it. So you don't lose this, and then yeah, we can just come back to it. I'll make the same video today. Alright, so that'll be all today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Bye bye.